Okay, you should have got a message I was live.
I have not gotten a message.
Then refresh the page and it'll show up.
Okay, now over here next to videos it says live.
Okay, click. You've watched Facebook Live before, haven't you?
No.
Wow.
Okay, I dare.
I don't know if you can hear me though. There you are.
Yeah, and you're just now lighting your cigarette.
Yeah, there's going to be a delay. It's going up to the Facebook server and back down.
Where's the volume at?
I don't know. Up to the Facebook server and back down. Okay, that's good.
Where's the volume at?
I don't know. Okay, that's good.
Huh?
I don't know.
If I mute, then I can't hear you at all.
You'll hear me because I'm sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. What are you not going to
Okay, that's just fucking weird, though. That delay.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess I can't say nothing because people will hear me since I'm this close.
Okay, so we got a minute.
I don't have closed captioning.
Because this isn't closed captioned, it's live. Can you share that?
Can I share what?
The live? All right, so the first 2 minutes of this was me just getting everything in place and making sure it worked. But welcome to Facebook Live. Y'all might know me by my real name, but here I'm J.M. Weiner. That's my author pseudonym. Let's use a fancy word to start it off with, all right? So I got several things on the agenda. I'm just waiting to see if anybody else comes in. See what's going on, and then we'll talk about what we're going to talk about. All right, so I'm going to give it just another minute or so, and then I'm going to go on. Yep, you can see where my husband joined now. There's my Bill. Hi, Bill. That's my husband. He's awesome. He supports me in everything. All right, so it's been about a minute. Hopefully my notifications have gone out everywhere. If you're not catching this on the live, you can hashtag replay and ask anything. I'll keep an eye on this. I'm going to try to keep it short but sweet, under an hour or less. I got like 4 things planned out to talk about. A couple of questions for you to help me do things that'll help you. Now, if you check out the actual live post, there should be a promotion for our reader support group. We're going to talk about that too. So that's 5 things. So I'm going to get started. So let's start off by saying, hey guys, this is J.M. Weiner. I've written 2 nonfiction books. They're out. They sell here and there. Nonfiction's a tough field. I'm also starting to write fiction. Working on learning how to write fiction. It's a totally different beast, but also the same. Which sounds really weird, but hey, it is what it is. Now, what I've been doing the past week or 2 weeks, is setting up new websites. We splurged, found a deal, and splurged, and we have our own websites, completely independent websites. You can check mine out. It's authorjmweiner.com. So AUTHOR, then my name, and then a .com. Pretty easy. I tried to make it easy as possible. Fortunately, my name.com was taken. And I'm not paying hundreds of dollars for a URL. That's crazy. Excuse me. And yes, I do smoke. I'll be smoking on here. Hopefully it doesn't bother you. If it does, sorry. So it's all set up now. You can go there. When you first land on it, you're going to see my front page talking about me and the 2 books I have that are nonfiction. There's a blog. There's a link to my podcast, which I actually need to update. I haven't updated it since August, so that's on my to-do list this week, I think. I'm also going to be sending out to people who join my email list. It's not a newsletter. Newsletter sounds like all I do is talk about what's new with me. No, sometimes I'll send you things from other authors once I get to where I can collaborate with them when they have sales or new books. I'll talk to you about my new books. You can also get my new blog post, so that way, if there's something you want to go read without having to check it every few days. I hate having to check a website every few days when they don't have a way for me to check them out. But that's a good way to keep up with me. Now, my husband's also a writer. He's a poet, and he's starting to write fiction. I guess we're turning into the male-female clone of each other in some ways, which is kind of fun. You can catch him at wbweiner.com. And he's got a few things up. We're working on that one as well. He's a full-time student, so it's harder for him than it is for me. But you can check us both out. The new site's been a real pain in the butt, because a lot of things that I remember that used to be free now have paywalls. And, well, I'm not a rich writer. I'm a poor writer for now. That's going to change. So I'm still looking at ways to get this. I was talking about my email list. Get this out to my email list. It's actually a free copy for e-readers, tablets, whatever. There's different formats for each one. If you're not real technically savvy, don't worry about it. It's fairly easy. But it's of a post I did on Wattpad. It's now going to go live on my site in about a week and a half. And that day I'm going to send out to all my current subscribers a link to pick up the copy. So that's one thing about being on my email list, is if I do something new free, you'll get a notification. So that way all you got to do is go download, grab it, listen to it, whatever it is. Now, I've got some new things going on. Told you I'm starting to write fiction. I did NaNoWriMo. Wasn't as successful as I wanted to be. I got about 10,000 words written in a story, and I'm not sure where it's going, so I have to go back and revisit it and work it out. But 10,000 words in a month, and I think I only wrote, about 5 days total? Isn't bad. So there's some potential there, and the story has potential. I like the story. Just don't know what I'm doing with it yet. Totally crazy. I thought I could pants it, which is when you just have an idea and start writing. And that wasn't working. So I kind of plantsed, which is kind of between a planner and a pantser. And I made I wrote some things down, talked some things out with my husband. Still couldn't get it to go where I wanted it to go. So I guess I'm going to have to become a planner, which means outlines. Not sure how well I'm going to like that, but we're going to try that. That's part of my upcoming goals. So that's about the new site and NaNoWriMo and all that. But I've got some other things that are going to help me start writing fiction. It's holding me accountable to others. Not just y'all, but others. And somebody just joined. Welcome, Elle. Hey, Elle. I love you. Me and Elle have known each other for years. I'm not going to say how many because I'm already feeling old. But I'm glad to see you here. So the next thing on the 5th, that's this Wednesday, I'm going to have a new post. This is an essay type post. The group is called the ID Secure Writer Support Group. We support each other. And I want y'all to see, the support. We do it on our blogs. It's a fairly short post. I think you'll enjoy it. Each month, it happens on the first Wednesday. There's several, over 100. I think it's 180 something with me. I should have looked up these facts before I went live, but hey, I'm pantsing it on live. There's a prompt each month we can use, or we can just essay. Sometimes people do short stories or poems as part of their support group day. This month was talking about our writing area, our writing desk. So I kind of went funny with it. Hope you enjoyed that. Again, that'll come out on Wednesday. If you sign up to my email list or already signed up, you'll get it on Monday. I don't do an everyday one. I send out once a week. This is what I posted on the blog this week. Go check it out. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. So the next thing I'm super excited about is there's an anthology coming up that I'm going to submit for. This anthology, an anthology is basically a bunch of people get together, write some stuff, and put it all in a book. So nothing fancy. This one's it's called speculative fiction. Basically, the short story of speculative fiction, science fiction, fantasy, magical realism, urban fantasy, paranormal, anything where some part of it's pretty made up. That's what it is. So this is going to be tentatively called the Grumpy Old Gods Anthology. And I'm submitting. And a lot of this is also going to be on my post Wednesday, so you can read more about it. So we're going to have to write a story about the mythological gods. Maybe they're going out of power, they're being reborn, they decide to retire, they're just not where they're supposed to be. Sounds like fun. I'm going to enjoy that. I love mythology, for those of you who don't know. I'm also, once a quarter, January, April, July, and maybe December, I might have them wrong, do a quarterly blog hop. This is for stories. It's about 1,000-word stories in any of those same type of genres. So it's going to get me writing short stories. Also, going to be writing some flash fiction for practice. I'm writing really short and getting just the details, just the facts, man. Set up so that way, if you condense it down into 500 words, you can take that and build it down into a single scene of a book and put your scenes together and write a book. My goal is right now by end of summer next year to have a book ready to be revised. Just written. Can't remember who said it, but there's somebody that says that all first drafts are crap, to paraphrase. I figure mine's going to be one of the good craps, meaning a lot of crap to be edited. The other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is, hopefully there was a link when you see my live post that says Reader Support Group. This is a group we started to help connecting with people. I love to read. That's what made me want to write. So I want to hang out with other readers. I want to talk about our books. We're going to do book recommendations. I can't remember what day I picked. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. Sundays, we have Share It Sunday. If you have a blog post you like, whether you wrote it or not. If you wrote it, it's great. If you didn't, that's cool. But things like blog posts, books you've read, if you want to throw it in on Sunday, anything you're doing that you want to promote about yourself or somebody else. And those are 2 of our theme days, and we're going to add another one. I haven't figured out what it is yet. And we can also support each other. If it's not recommendation day and you're bored and you need a book, you can post it in here and say, hey guys, I'm looking for something to read. I want it to be like this. Maybe you want to read a motorcycle club romance that's not too racy. Or maybe you want it to be super racy. Whatever works for you. Or maybe you want a fantasy book like Lord of the Rings, but not epic. You don't want to read for days. That's awesome. All right. So that's the Reader Support Group. Join it today. Introduce yourself. There's an introduction thread pinned to the top. Definitely want to get to know all of y'all. So, wow, that went through a lot faster than I meant for it to. So I've got a couple of polls. I'm going to do this at least once a month. Right now I'm planning once a month. For those that don't know, I have several chronic illnesses. Makes things a little hard sometimes, but it is what it is. You just deal with it. If you go look at my blog on my website, one of the first posts you see is entitled, What is Writing One Spoon at a Time, which is kind of my tagline, Writing One Spoon at a Time. There's a podcast there you can listen to where I talk about it. So give that a listen. I'm going to add some links here in a little while so you can listen to me on podcasts. You can find me on social media. I want to get to know y'all. I want to know who you are. I want to know what you read. I want to know what you like. When I write a book, I want it to be something you're going to like. So I definitely want that chance to get to know you. So I will add those links after the live. Or maybe here in a few minutes I'll be flipping back and forth. But we'll figure that out. Now the first poll I have is, this time I used Eventbrite. It's a ticketing system where you can buy tickets for things. All my tickets are free. Not charging you to come talk to me live on Facebook or whatever. If that ever changes, it'll be super clear. But you sign up with Eventbrite. The reason I have you do that is you get the opportunity in your sign up or purchase to send me at least 2 questions in advance. You've done clicked it 5 times, baby, I think. So click yes or no. Let me know what you'd like. If you do, I'll keep using the Eventbrite. If not, maybe we'll find some other way to send questions in advance so I can think about it. Because basically, I'm not really good extemporaneous, like on the spot kind of thing. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. I'm also going to put a second poll up on the screen. Can I do 2 at once? This is new to me already. All right. I don't see it. Do y'all see it? Oh, it switched. Well, dang it. I'll put the, do you want to send me 2 question ones back up? I want to be able to broadcast on a day when you can be here. So what day is normally the best for you to watch it live? Because I want y'all here live. I want y'all to ask questions at the end of my jabber jaw, and this is kind of awkward for me. So today is Saturday. We're going to do it the first whatever of the month. But definitely let me know. Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday were probably the best days for me. Wednesdays is also when I publish a new post, at least on Wednesday. That's my new schedule that I need to update on my blog site. Blog. That's a fun word. But let me know. I'm going to leave this up for a few minutes. And again, one of the perks of using the Eventbrite system, which was the first poll that I'm going to put back up in about 5 minutes or so, is that you can send me questions in advance. I can probably find other ways to do that. I'm hunting for a soda, which was right beside me. But having the questions in advance is good for me. I can figure out my answers. I can think about them. That helps me. It's good for you. If you can't be here right on time, you know you're not going to be able to stay the whole time. Saturdays are normally good for you, but this Saturday just blew up and you can't be here. And you have a question you want to ask me, I can answer it, and then you can watch the hashtag replay. That's why I like to do it like that. So it's definitely something I want to keep doing, but if it's not working for y'all, it's not working for me. That's the way it goes. All right, so I'm going to confess here. I enlisted my husband to give me a couple questions. So I have some questions to answer so I can practice answering questions on the spot. Because one of the things I'll do at the end of each live is open it up for questions. Whatever you have to ask within reason. You know, we kind of want to keep this family friendly. Not too super personal, but a little personal is okay kind of thing, you know. So if anybody has a question they want to type in, if you want to type it in on the replay, I'll come back and check it out. I won't be able to answer it live, but you know, I can message you. I can write it in the comments and reply. There's several ways I can answer after the live is not live. And now y'all know my favorite soda. All right. So he did ask me a couple of questions. If he, you know, he could have gone through the Eventbrite system, got the ticket, and sent me the questions that way. But we kind of winged it at the last minute because I'm not the most organized y'all, for reals. All right. So one of the things he thought, you know, would be a good question. How do you overcome writer's block? That's a huge question for so many authors, and I think it changes over time. I have yet to really overcome writer's block. I usually move on to another story. One thing I'll do is I'll give it some time. I'll go write something else. Like I said, move on. I'll talk it out with him or a friend or somebody. Or I'll, I don't know, read, watch a movie. A good way to overcome writer's block is to do something that's fun and interesting, but allows your mind to kind of veg. Like a movie, a TV show, a good book. So those are some tips for overcoming writer's block. They don't always work for me. If you want to be a writer, sit down and write. You get writer's block, then do what you can with it. It's the best thing. And his next question for me was, as a writer, what do you find most inspiring to your work? That's a difficult question. It depends on what I'm working on. If I'm working on nonfiction, really no inspiration needed. I'm just the facts man. Like a conversation between you and me. I'm just going to tell you what's going on, tell you how it works, just the facts. For fiction, I'm still figuring it out. I know my favorite stories inspire me. Sometimes reading a movie, catching a line of reading a movie. Wow, let's watch the movie and read the book. Read the book first. It's usually the best. Just my personal opinion. But the way you become writer's block is kind of how you inspire yourself. So they kind of the two questions tie in together. You can free write. You can. I've done all kinds of things to try to inspire myself, and some days it just ain't working. But it is what it is. But if you're a creative type, find your inspiration where it is. Definitely don't stay at home all day if you can afford to go out or you got things to do. Sometimes take the long way when you can. You never know when something you see or hear is going to be like, that would be a good story. Or what if this type of person just said that? What kind of story would it make? Catch beautiful pictures. I've got a friend, she's always catching random pictures that are so beautiful. Okay. All right, so I found something new. I can't redo this one. That sucks. The poll. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted by the technology. I guess another quick fact about me. Love technology. That's why I know how to set up a WordPress website without being on WordPress.com, which is awesome if you use that or Blogspot or whatever, but I like more control. I'm a control freak when it comes to technology. So we had to move. But so anybody have questions? I'm going to grab some links so you can follow me on social media. If you are watching this on the replay, feel free to add some questions because I will be glad to answer them. So the first link we're grabbing is my Insta address. Yep, I'm on Instagram. You can click this link and follow me. If I know you, I'll follow you back, obviously. If you don't look like a bot, I'll follow you back. I'm not real, nobody likes bots. Let's see. I'm a little bit active on Tumblr. Kind of comes and goes in spurts. So I'm going to send you a Tumblr link. If you don't know what Tumblr is, it's kind of like a blog, but really short form, but not really short form, very visual. It's really fun and really different. So I'm still learning on that platform. I'm also here on Facebook. Join our Facebook reader support group, which I will grab that link later. You can follow me on Twitter. I'm a little less active there than normal because I'm trying to learn the ins and outs of Instagram. Do you Instagram? My Instagrammers out there. If you're following an author on Instagram, what do you want to see? Even on the hashtag replay, throw me an answer. I'm also going to put this video up on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube watching the hashtag replay, feel free to ask me a question in the comments. Just like you do on Facebook, in the comments. One of these days I'm going to get it so I can bring somebody up to talk to me on a Facebook Live. Or maybe I'll do a YouTube Live. Do y'all YouTube? I've got a YouTube. I'm going to add this. Maybe. There we go. So this is my very fledgling, totally undone at the moment YouTube channel. It will improve with time. No, I don't have a pretty link for it yet. Because, well, I might have one view. But it's new. I've got a lot of stuff to do for that. If you're here, if you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe. I like subscribers. If you're watching me on Facebook, or even if you're not, if you're watching, keep up with me, like my page, On the page, there is a visit group. I think it says something group or community. I just updated that. So please, 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 please join us to talk about reading. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's a good book. But so because this is my first live, looks like it's just me and the hubby watching right now. Elle came in for a little while. It was good to see Elle. Yeah, that's pretty much it for now. When you start watching, you're watching the replay right now, definitely give me a shout out. Let me know what you're looking for. Tell me what is the best day for you to watch a live, not on replay. Replays are awesome. You can see right now I've got Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are the days I'm looking at for my schedule. What works for you? You can also tell me what time works for you. No, morning, afternoon, evening on that day. That would be super helpful. The other question I have that closed when I closed it, I'm learning as we go. The second question you can answer for me in the comments, even on replay, is would you like to be able to send me your questions in advance? Real quick recap. It's good for you because I've got your questions, whether you can be here live or not, so you get your answers. It's good for me so I can think about my answers. So they're a little bit better than the ones I just gave to my husband because I literally asked him for it less than 5 minutes before we went on it. So that's what we've got. Give me those answers in the comments. You do want the ability to send me questions in advance. Right now I'm running it through Eventbrite. I might find another way to do it, but that's what I'm doing right now. So when you see me putting up Eventbrite links, they are free. Free. It's just so you can send me your questions. So I think we're done now. I might add some more links later on. Thanks for everybody that came. Thanks for everybody that comes after. I did want to keep this short, so worked out well. Maybe next time we'll be a little longer with questions. Right now I'm going to plan it for the first Saturday in January. If it changes, there'll be a post on my page and probably everywhere else. But thanks for watching. Hashtag replay me at some point to let me know you watched after. Take care. Talk to you soon.